matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollitt, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Bearcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCF's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Knights can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be third and long. Brown wants to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it in the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Turning it on! Touchdown Knights! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Walker. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Brown will throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gives him the big stiff arm. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Caught close to the marker, it's Nixon. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll run for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Out of the backfield, he's open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. Chips his way for more.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The short hands, it's Burke. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. About these two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Offense changing the play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that...
Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Burke. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
With the catch, it's Hughes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to the back. Running to Green. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverage.
Heading to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They've got the screen set up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Walker. They'll move the chains, good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bearcats are marching down the field.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. at the 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Brown will throw it. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The Knights are on the move. They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Might be changing the route. Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Walker. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Catch in the middle. It's Caldwell. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Just needed 3 yards on 3rd down, and they got it with precision execution.
Yeah, and the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route. Throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the 1st down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Brown wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. On the move, it's Nixon. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finding an escape route. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now you can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Burke. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And with that pass right there, Over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Brown wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He unleashes a long one. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He rifles one deep down the middle.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Grab near the marker is Allen. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Walker. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27th. He got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Bearcats will punt this one away.
Now, a 4th down.
Wants to return it. He gets up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to kick the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Gives it on the option. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Royer.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quick completion to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cornell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got him downfield. It's a running touchdown, Bearcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody's like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. That's caught. It's Wade. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. He turns that loose down the right side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, defense, now you need a big play. You got the incompletion. You need one last play to keep this offense out of the end zone and you win the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.